Scots and the Buckaroos. We came down to the studio and we thought we'd put together a little thing that you could take along with you on your trip. Now, you know, when you get back, they're probably going to put you in the movies. So the first thing we're going to do for you is to play a little song called Act Naturally. It goes like this. They're going to put me in the movies. They're going to make a big star out of me. Well, we'll make a scene about a man that's sad and lonely. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. You might win an Oscar, you can't ever tell. The movies are gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you'll come to see me in the movie. And I know that you're gonna play the scene. The biggest fool if they hit the big time. Well, all I gotta do is act naturally. By the way, gang, we're making this tape, and they're going to the moon. They're on the way to the moon right now.
Anybody up there read me? This is Houston.
You don't think of it as Texas or the United States. You really think of it as Earth. The three things that I associated with Earth were people and green trees and fresh water.
This is something a little different for me. My name is Merle Haggard, and this is my band, The Strangers, and I hope that we will be able to do something you'll enjoy hearing on your way to the moon. And of course, we hope that you come back, but we want you to leave this tape there, okay? We want this tape to be out of sight. Someday, when our dream world finds us, and these hard times are gone, we'll laugh and count our blessings in a mansion all our own. If we both pull together, tomorrow's sure to come. And someday, we'll look back and say, it was fun.
They'll say right on there, Command Module Pilot, Day 3, Meal 2. So you take that packet out, and you may have 2 drinks and 3 or 4 different types of food in there. So you've got to find a spot to stick these, or they're going to float off. And then you've got to get the water gun. You got to mix up the drinks and mix up the food and knead them around and not let everything float off in the interim.
We'll look back and say it was fun. Someday when our dream world finds us, these hard times are gone.
The only bad part about zero gravity and Apollo was going to the bathroom. We had a very crude system. For your feces, it was a bag, and you put this bag in the right position, so you go, but the only thing is that nothing goes to the bottom of the bag in zero gravity. Everything floats. So you've got this bag, and then the problem is getting it off and closing up the bag, making sure everything's still in the bag.
Someday we'll look back and say that a good time on the way to the moon, didn't it?
Houston, are you still planning to have TV at the scheduled time?
Right. You can go ahead with the TV now. We're standing by.
Hello, Houston. We've got a beautiful view of the Earth here, but it's absolutely fantastic.
Now we're standing by at this time to receive the first television transmission from the spacecraft.
Houston, we're now showing you a view of the Earth through the telephoto lens. This transmission is coming to you approximately halfway between the moon and the Earth.
It makes you realize just what you have back there on Earth. The Earth from here is a grand oasis of the big vastness of space. What I keep imagining is if I'm some lonely traveler from another planet, would I land on the blue or the brown part of the Earth?
Okay, world, hold on to your hand. I'm going to turn you upside down.
The spacecraft at the present time is in a slow roll as part of the passive thermal control program to maintain temperatures.
You have to literally just pinch yourself and ask yourself the question silently, do you really know where you are at this point in time and space and in reality and in existence? When you look out the window and you're looking back at the most beautiful star in the heavens, the most beautiful because it's the one we understand and we know it's we're home, it's humanity, it's people, family, love, life. And besides that, it is beautiful. You can see from pole to pole and across oceans and continents, and you can watch it turn and there's no strings holding it up, and it's moving in a blackness that is almost beyond conception.
Right, how's that tape recorder? Is the RPM up to nominal? Yeah, it works pretty good here at 0G. It works better than it does down there on the ground. We're ready for the news now. Okay, let's see. The Beatles have announced they will no longer perform as a group. The quartet is reported to have made in excess of $500 million during their short musical career. However, rumors that they will use this money to start their own space program are false.
That's about it for news. A recap, the top 10 teams did yesterday. Ohio State beat Purdue 42-14. Texas beat TCU 69-7. Tennessee lost to Mississippi. Final score in that one was 38-0. Notre Dame won over Georgia Tech last night 38-20. And of course Purdue lost to Ohio State.
When the sunlight shines through the blackness of space, it's black. But I was in sunlight and I was able to look at this blackness. I mean, what are you looking at? Call it the universe, but it's the infinity of space and the infinity of time. I'm looking at something called space that had no end, and at time that has no meaning. You can really focus on it because you've got this planet out there, this star called Earth, which itself is in this blackness, but it is lit up because the sunlight strikes on an object, strikes on something called Earth. And it's not a hostile blackness. Maybe it's not hostile because of the beauty of the Earth that sort of gives it life.
Throughout the flight, the times when one could sit back and really appreciate what an amazing adventure this was only during those little periods of time when you had a chance to stop and do the things which you weren't programmed to do. A lot of times when there was nothing else to do, or after everybody gone to sleep and I'd open up the window and look around. One thing every spacecraft ought to have is a huge window. Looking back at the Earth was a pastime that I never really got tired of.
Who have you got up now? The other two guys are pretty sleepy. They sacked out again, so I'm closing the fort down for a while.
Biomedical data recently was monitored, and the CMP was soundly asleep while the commander was resting, but perhaps not soundly asleep.
You got the Black Watch watching you tonight. You picked the midnight shift, I see. Yeah, it's turning out to be kind of quiet, too. We like it that way.
When you're out there in this little command module, you see the risk you're taking because you realize that if the blast breaks, or if the computers quit working, or the electrical system quits working, you're not going to get back. And you have time to contemplate this. You have time to think about it, and you have time to run it through your mind a lot of different times.
How far away from Earth now, Jim, about? It looks like you're approaching 150,000 miles. Frank, we had a little eggnog over at Charlie Duke's tonight. Val Anders dropped by. She's looking fine. Tell Bill she's doing real well. Right. Thank you.
Everything that I know, my family, my possessions, my friends, my country, it's all down there on that little thing. And it's so insignificant in this great big vastness of space.